We're going to welcome in everyone from the Crit Show. I think we've got 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the live stream for The Cure.
Hello.
Thanks for having us.
Hi.
I didn't know there were masks. I'm sorry. I would have come more prepared. So you guys take a moment because I know you guys have got everything planned out and everything. So I'm going to shut up and get out of your way. So please let us know what Crit Show is all about, and then the stage is yours.
Okay. Well, we are from the Crit Show, which is an actual play podcast that plays Monster of the Week and other Powered by the Apocalypse games, all within the same dimension hopping story. We also do Let's Plays for newly launching and independently published games. You can find everything about us over at thecritshowpodcast.com. And tonight, in our 50 minutes, we are going to be playing a one-page RPG that is called The Witch is Dead, an RPG about murder. So let's get right into it. Once upon a time, there was
thank you very much,
kind,
Bones, for a $50
wise
donation.
Oh, thank you. There was a kind, wise, and beautiful witch who lived in the forest with her familiar, and her life was peaceful and happy until a fucking witch hunter broke into her cottage, dragged her out, and fucking murdered her. And now she's dead. But if you get revenge and you kill the witch hunter and bring his eyes back to the witch's corpse within a week, she might come back to life. Or maybe not. But at least he'll be dead. So the way this game works is that they have already pre-rolled their characters. And for this one-page RPG, all you have to do is roll a d10 twice. And that will tell you about your character. So what are you both playing?
Hi, I'm Kim, and for tonight's adventure, I'm going to be playing Athena the Owl. So my stats are I have a 3 in Clever, a 1 in Fierce, a 1 in Sly, and a 2 in Quick. And before my witch died, she taught me one useful spell. And so the spell that I know is Speak Human.
Nice. And hello, I'm Tass, and I will be playing the dog Elmer. This little guy right here. Here he is. And I have a Clever of 1, a Fierce of 3, Sly of 0, and a Quick of 1. And before she died, our witch taught me one spell as well. I have Unseen Hand, which I use to scratch behind my ears.
What a great use.
You could play fetch with yourself.
Oh, yeah.
That's so true. So the way this game works is that they both have a d10 that they will roll whenever they try to do things. And a 6 is a simple thing, a 7 basic, 8 challenging, 9 difficult, 10 near impossible. So I will tell them what the difficulty is. They will roll it and add their stat to it, whichever stat we think kind of applies to what it is they're trying to do. If they are successful, they'll accomplish the thing. If they are not successful, the thing will fail. Things will go wrong. And they might get a point of danger. Sometimes I'll tell them that, oh, what you're doing is dangerous. They will keep track of the amount of danger that they've gotten. And at any point, if they roll, if the number they roll is equal to or lower than the number of danger points they have collected, things break bad for them. They are captured. They are removed from the game somehow and need to be saved. I also, ahead of time, have rolled a couple of d10s because there are certain things that we know. We know that these two familiars, this dog and this owl, want to go and avenge their witch from this witch hunter who killed her. So I can roll dice to find out, where is the witch hunter hiding? What is the witch hunter? What's his personality like? And then the last one is, there's a twist. It's something that's secret that only I know about that the players will discover as we go on. So the thing that they know is that the village is, make sure I say the right one,
it's an
incredibly superstitious.
Oh.
And the witch and the witch hunter is pious and aggressive. So we find the two of you, Athena and Elmer, sitting outside of your witch's hut. She is inside, very recently dead, and you remember from her stories that if you can get this witch hunter's eyes and bring them back within a week, you think you can bring her back. What are you doing?
How recently did our witch die?
Oh, hours ago.
Okay.
But
But
for dog hours, like 14.
excellent.
Hmm.
But I think that I'm so clever, I could probably, I could remember what direction the witch hunter left our hut from.
Yeah, you know what? I think you're right. So that's going to be a clever roll, and I think that's simple. I mean, you can fly. You've
Mhm,
got really good vision.
I do.
Let's see it.
It's the daytime though, so I'm a little sleepy.
Well, that's
Hmm.
fair. But I mean, all the murder has gotten your
Mhm.
awareness.
That's a 9.
Okay, so yeah, you absolutely can fly up into the air. You look around. Which direction is this village that the witch hunter has left to?
It's towards the northeast.
Yeah, it certainly is. And you can
Yeah.
see it's not too far. You think it might take you like half a day to
Okay.
get there. You could fly there much faster. Elmer's a little slower though.
Yeah, and
He's he's he,
I
he's got 4 legs.
yeah, I don't want to leave Elmer. So I'm gonna fly down and say, "All right, I think I can. I think I know the village that witch hunter went to.
Oh yeah, which one's that?
Um, well, we've never left this little cottage, but it seems like there's a bunch of big cottages over there to the northeast.
Oh yeah, all right. Mm-hmm.
So, are you ready to go?
Well, yeah, I think we ought to go try to find this hunter.
Did you
Rip
bring
his
all your
eyes
favorite
out.
toys?
Oh well, I mean, yeah, always.
All right.
What is your favorite toy?
I have the femur of the last witch hunter that
Hmm,
came around, and he didn't do as well.
I see.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to kill that one to bring her back.
No.
This is not like a reoccurring theme with this
No,
witch.
No,
no.
Okay, good. So who's gonna lead the way?
I think I should.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
are you gonna fly down by Elmer so he can keep an eye on you, or are you gonna fly up high where he might lose you?
I think I mostly want to stick near Elmer in case we encounter any dangers along the road, but
Okay.
occasionally I want to sort of fly up above the treetops and make sure that we're still going in the right direction.
Okay, so I think that this is gonna be cunning again.
Okay.
And this is gonna be basic. It's a little more difficult because you are having to go back and forth. You not lose Elmer, not lose the sight of the village.
Sure. Ooh, that is just a 7.
Okay, so you are able to lead Elmer and yourself to the village. You arrive at the outskirts of this village. You've got, dense forest all the way up to it, and then there is a clearing that has been cut for this village to sit in here. And you can tell that everything inside the village is made from the wood of all of these cut trees. There are sheets with eyes hanging and glowing in the streets. There are people with green skin waving brooms and laughing. There are people who have stitches running across their neck and down their arms, moving slowly and grunting and groaning.
Well, what in the world?
I don't know. They're all dressed so scary.
Well, yeah, this isn't what I recall her describing what normal people's like.
No. Um, are these people, are they holding anything?
They're all holding different things. The witches have, or the green skin people have brooms. You can see that there are people like moving things over to tables. There's a bunch of spaces set out, a lot of bright colors, along with these hanging sheets that are glowing with these eyeballs on them.
Do the eyeballs look like any eyeballs that I recognize? Like, are they animals? Are they?
You know, you get a little closer to take a look. I don't think you necessarily go into the town, but
No.
it's just holes cut in sheets. So they're not like it looks like eyes from a distance, but it's just holes in sheets.
Huh.
What do you make of that?
I don't know. Can I fly into the village and see if can I overhear any conversations?
Yeah, I think so. So how do you want to go about this? Are you trying to be stealthy and not be seen? You're, an owl in midday. Are you trying to mingle amongst the humans?
Oh, I'm probably not going to mingle. I think I'm trying to be sneaky.
Okay. So I think this is going to be Do you think this is going to be sly or quick?
I think it's gonna be quick.
Okay, so you're like darting in and finding a place to perch.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna be simple. There are other winged things around flying about. You don't really stick out all that badly.
Okay. Would this be dangerous?
No,
Okay.
no, it's okay.
So that is a 6.
Okay, so you are able to fly in. You don't really perch in a place where you're hidden. You're just kind of sitting on top of a roof.
Mhm.
And there is a woman below you, and she's got this giant knife, and she's cutting this big cake. And there's like a face on it that's orange, and it's got stripes on it. It looks like a pumpkin, but it looks alive. And you hear her talking like, "Oh yes, this will be great. The children will love this, and we'll get the festival going tonight, and we'll celebrate all of the things that could possibly haunt us, and we'll appease them, and they'll leave us be for the year." Oh yes, that's a great idea. It's going to be so good. The one last year was so good. We did such a good job of imitating the dangers of the world that they left us be all year long.
Okay. I wanna fly back to Elmer. This is good. This is good info.
Okay.
Well, what'd you
Okay.
say? What'd you say?
It seems as though they're having a festival about all sorts of scary things that they think are in the world. And then if they sort of and then in the process of doing this festival, it will prevent those scary things from coming and like attacking them.
Well, that's a bunch of nonsense, ain't it?
Yeah. So that's why they're all dressed as these things.
Oh, all right, all right. Well, so they ain't real monsters.
No, they're just people.
Yeah, they don't smell like monsters.
No.
Hmm.
So what do you think we should do?
Well, I mean, I guess I should look around and see what their opinion of dogs might be.
Okay. All right, I'll wait out here for you.
All right, I'm gonna take a stroll, and I'm gonna start moving in towards into the perimeter, and first see if I can. Well, I guess really what I would do is see if I can smell any other dogs around,
Okay.
and then see if I can notice any.
So I think that will be that's basic. No, that's simple. That'll be a 6. And it's gonna be boy, I almost think clever is
Okay,
probably the closest one.
sure.
Okay.
That is a 7.
All right. So yeah, you sniff around, and you do smell a couple other animals. You don't see any dogs anywhere. You do see a couple of cats. And
Ooh.
actually, a lot of the people, like as you start to kind of go into the town and smell around, you notice that like people are noticing you. And like some little kids like start to move towards you, like they want to pet you, and their parents pull them back. But as you're going, all of a sudden you are struck, not like hit,
Oh,
but you are struck by the sight in front of you. One of your favorite things, a bone.
what?
And there's like almost like a whole person made out of them. It's just standing there. It's like but it's all bones, baby.
Oh, land of Goshen, I'm gonna have fun with this one. And I'm gonna trot up to it, tail wagging, and
Yeah.
not not try to bite, but try to take a piece of it.
Okay. Are you trying to do this so that no one notices you, or are you just like you gonna take it and scurry off before anyone stops you?
Uh, no, I mean there's people around. I saw some kids like trying to get close, and even though they
Yeah.
got stopped, I think I want to get one of these pieces to see who wants to play with me with it.
Okay. So I don't think there's a rule here if you're not trying to. So yeah,
Yeah.
you go up and you grab one of these bones and you pull it off. And as soon as you pull it off, you notice that some of the other ones start to shake and topple. And a man comes over and he's like, "Oh, well, careful now, careful now." And he picks you up and he
Or
kind of tries to take the bone out of your mouth. What are you doing?
You must be
well,
kidding, aren't you?
you can't let him do that. That's nonsense. I got this fair and square.
Totally fair.
Mm.
Okay, so I think this is gonna be. Are you being fierce?
Oh yeah, I mean I am not
Okay.
letting go.
This is gonna be challenging. This is a strapping man.
Okay.
So this is gonna be an 8.
13.
Oh yeah, you You shake your head with his bone in your mouth, and he drops you. And it seems like he wants to play. Like, that's the impression that you get, is that in the same way that when you have a dog and they have something they shouldn't, and you're like, "Hey, give me that," and they think, "Oh, we're playing, ha ha ha."
Yep.
That's the mood that Tass the player understands. Elmer the dog, this guy wants to play.
Yep. Yeah. All right. Then I am darting around him with it. I've got it. I'm victorious. He is a failure.
Yeah, all the kids like start to cheer and clap, and they start running around trying to chase you as well. But they're not very coordinated. They're kids. They're knocking into each other, running into tables. I don't know why I'm home aloneing these kids. But as you start to run through, you duck underneath the table with your prize, and you can see that the guy has wandered by, and he can't seem to find you.
I think I say out loud to myself with the bone in my mouth, seems in hindsight like that would have been a fantastic distraction for Thena.
You didn't coordinate that at all.
And before we jump back over to Thena to see what she's up to, I'm going to let them hop in real quick and thank everybody for the donations.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk over all that.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We had Seamus with a $100 donation.
You must be kidding, aren't you?
Malamadan, $100 donation just came in as I was speaking there, and Cataclade with a $10 donation. We are over $2,500 at this point. Thank you so much, everybody.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you, Seamus and Anna. We love you, Crit Crew.
Yes, I didn't mention this before, but we did have a Discord server on our Patreon, and we had some people on our Discord making wagers about the amount of money that they would donate based off of if characters live and some of if characters died. So we're going to see how this goes. So back to Athena. What's up? You hear some like kind of growling and barking and happy yipping and like kids cheering, and then it's pretty quiet.
Okay. I mean, Elmer and I have lived with the witch for a while, so I know his happy barks and I know his like I'm scared barks.
Yeah,
and these
this
are
is
happy
a happy
barks.
bark. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Gosh, are there any I want to try to find like a tall building or like a tall tree somewhere in town where I can fly into town but still be like a little elevated, like a little safe.
Yeah. There is a little park area kind of in the middle of town that I think when you landed on that roof where the lady was cutting the cake, you could see.
Mm-hmm.
Almost a park that's kind of in the center, like a central place to sit with trees and grass.
Excellent. Okay. Gosh, I don't see any sign of our witch hunter, do I?
You don't, but you could. Are you wanting to scout for him?
I think I do. I want to scout for him. I remember what he looks like.
Yeah, so this is going to be a clever.
Okay.
And there's a lot going on here. So this is going to be challenging. This is going to be an 8.
Okay. Ooh, that is a 9.
Okay. Yeah, so you fly towards the Central Park area. I don't know why I refuse to say Central Park. But you fly in and you're looking around and you see him. He is sitting on a bench in the park. He is polishing his blade and he is talking to what looks like an older woman. She has a very tall hat and a fine robe, and she's saying to him, "Oh, no, this is very important for the people. They have to take this opportunity to appease those evil things so that they will leave us alone and not come into our town." And he's like, "That's ridiculous. I am the thing that keeps these things out of town. This is a heresy unto the gods. They are insulted by it, as am I. I think you should cancel this whole thing and leave it up to me to keep this town safe. I certainly just killed a witch. You're that much safer. You're welcome."
Oh, I want so badly just to fly down and just try to go right talons right to the eyes.
You may win the game in 19 minutes.
I will. No, I think Elmer is much fiercer than I am, and so I think I want to go. I want to get like a bead on where the witch hunter is, and then I want to look and see if I can find Elmer or listen for the happy yips.
Yeah, so it's quieted down now.
Hmm.
You heard it when you were flying over, but it's not. You don't hear him anymore. And down below you, the witch hunter is still talking to this older woman in the tall hat, and she's like, "Well, you have to come and give your storytelling hour." He's like, "Yes, I will, because that will teach them the true horrors of the world, not these other things that you all dress up as. I've seen the real horrors. I will tell the people about those horrors." Okay, well, good. Is just make sure that it's safe for children. No, the children should not be safe. I mean, they should be safe. That's why I'm here, but they should not be safe in their thoughts. They should be scared of their thoughts.
Okay.
And
Rude.
and she walks away. She's like, "Okay, here, we'll see you in just a little bit."
Um. All right. I want to. I can't go any further without Elmer. I think I'm gonna leave my place of safety and just start flying through the village,
Okay.
trying to look for my friend.
All right. So Elmer, what are you up to after you have safely gotten away with this bone? The
Right.
children kind of kept looking for you for a while, but then seemed to give up.
Right. I am. Oh yeah, I'm under the table. Hold on. There we go. So I'm chewing away at this bone, and I realize, oh yeah, I meant to go check in with her, and so I think I keep this. This is mine now. So I dart out from under the table, and I try to beeline back out for the edge of town,
Okay.
to where she was.
Okay. So back to where you were both originally.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm
Okay.
just skipping through, like, it's obviously none of these people came after me, so I'm not trying to sneak or anything.
Then as you go, that man again, he sees you and he
Mm.
comes towards you. He's like, "No, come over here. I gotta get a hold of you." And he goes for you again and tries to pick you up.
Oh, I mean, like, it's business time, so I think I'm gonna try to dart out of his grasp.
Okay. So this is going to be a quick. This is
Quick.
going to be
Okay.
an evade.
Okay.
And I think this is going to be, you've got tables here. You've gotten away from him once. You kind of know how he moves. We're going to call this basic. This would be a 7.
7. Okay. 2.
Oh no.
Okay. So he was able to grab you up. He's like, "Oh no, you don't. Come over here." And he starts walking over towards the building. And he opens the door. And inside you see a bunch of dogs. And he throws you inside and he closes the door.
Oh well.
"You'll
Hey
come
there.
back out once the festival's over.
Oh, but I
Good
want
times." And
come
he
out
turns and
now.
walks away.
Sir, come, please.
Um, Athena, you do hear after a moment his kind of concerned barking, like the questioning bark. The "Hey, what's going on here?"
I want to fly towards that sound.
Yeah, so you fly over, and it's very close to the roof that you originally landed on.
Okay.
But you can see that there's a pretty big door, and there's a big muscular man walking away from it, clapping his hands in the in the fashion of the time, and and he has got he has got a list of chores that he is looking at. He's headed off to do, but you just see this big wooden door.
Do I see a window?
You don't.
Uh,
But there's definitely a good hound dog. Not quite the howl, but that right at that door.
Okay, and I know that's Elmer. I think I want to fly up onto the roof of this building, and before that man gets too far away, I want to try to speak human.
Oh, okay. All right. So using magic always has danger.
Mm-hmm.
I think that speaking human. What are you trying to say? I think that's gonna set the difficulty level.
I want to shout out like hey mister, let me out, like as if like he like accidentally like locked like a kid in there or something.
Yeah. Okay, so I think this is our first one. I think this is going to be difficult because has Athena heard a child before, or have you only ever heard the witch?
I feel like I feel like I've heard some kids here in town, but
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Okay,
Definitely
I'll
not
give you
at the house.
challenging then, because you did hear a bunch of kids shouting when they were chasing Elmer around.
Yeah.
So we'll call that challenging. What do you think this is? Are you being sly? Are you being clever? I mean, clever is interact with humans.
Yeah.
So we'll call it clever.
Great. Okay. Oh no. That's a 4.
Oh,
Okay, so mark a point of danger. That's our
Sure.
first. And you start to
You must be
speak
kidding,
out,
aren't you?
and the witch's voice comes out of your mouth instead. And you're like, "Hey, mister, go sit on something pointy." And he turns and looks. Who said that? Who was that? What do you mean go sit on something pointy? That's awful rude. But then you notice that, like, when there's no one around that has said that thing, everyone else is like, "What are you talking about?" He kind of gets nervous. And he's like, yeah. And then he puts his hand up and looks back at his list and starts to walk away. Because
I gotta shout
he's
this
not
one
quite
out,
sure what's
Rev.
going
I'm
on.
so sorry, but
Yeah, please.
CGM's $300 donation. We are knocking on the door of $3,000 for cancer research.
Carrie.
Thank
Carrie.
you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Crit
Carrie.
Crew, Best crew. So yeah, you see him. He kind of gets startled and he scampers away.
He's afraid of witches. Okay. I think okay. I
Let
wanna
me jump back inside actually
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
Elmer. Yeah, since you just had a fail. So Elmer, you're inside, and there's some other dogs in there, and they're
Well, hey.
like,
Yeah.
"What's
Hey,
going on?"
fellers. Why y'all in here?
Oh, not quite. Once a year, they just put us all in here. We're not allowed to be out during the festival.
Oh, well, that ain't no fun.
Yeah.
Well, y'all just fine with it, or do you think there's any easy way to sneak on out of here?
Well, I mean, it's not too bad. You know, they just keep us in here this one day, and they let the cats stay out because, like, you know, cats. There's don't let a cat cross your path, or like the sound of a cat. But dogs, there ain't no real bad superstitions with dogs. They don't
Well, yeah.
think that, so they just keep us. We're kind of good luck, and so we just
Well,
stay inside on the festival of curses.
oh, 'cause something about scaring away. If we're out there, we'll scare away the things they're trying to make happy.
Right. Or like maybe like they think we're good luck, and so if we're out there being celebrated as part of this, maybe more dogs won't come the rest of the year.
Oh, well, that's utter nonsense. This whole town works on nothing but nonsense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, these are unlearned filth that live here.
Seems a bit extreme, sir.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't
I
think I
mean,
like your tone. My master is very nice. You hear a bunch of other dogs like, "Yeah, my master is great."
God, I think
The room has
at this turn, they can't see it, but maybe can hear the door starting to shake a little bit as
Yeah.
I'm trying to summon an unseen hand to fiddle with the latch and try to get it
Oh,
open.
to open the door.
Yep.
Okay, so I think that is going to be, obviously it's going to have danger. You know what? That's pretty basic, opening a door.
Okay.
So we're going to call that a 7. Are you doing it quickly? Are you trying to, distract them? Like, how are you doing it? How are you opening that door?
I mean, I really had it. I have to be honest, as much as I would love to pick other stats, I had it in my head like fading through the hedge, like it just,
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna just hit the old dusty
So kind of
trail.
sly, just like,
Yeah.
oh, don't deal with me anymore. Yeah, so that's gonna be a sly. We'll call it a 7.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
There is danger because.
Some of the second 10 I've rolled tonight.
Okay, yeah. So as you were saying this, you reach out this invisible hand and you knock the latch down and you just back out into the street. And the other dogs are all kind of like leaning and looking out at the open door.
You want me to leave this open or
You can see them all like kind of smelling. There's a lot of smells in the air. Well,
must
you
be
said it was
kidding,
kind of
aren't you?
nonsense. Like, what do you think we should do?
Well, what I think, and then I'm going to turn very quickly, and the bone that's been like in the corner of my jaw, I'm just going to fling it into the busy street.
Okay, yeah, all the dogs run out. They sprint out, chasing after the bone. Athena.
I've got to jump in again. We've got
Yes, of course.
Steve from Everything I Learned from Movies, 25, Dryad Song 50, and Amtrak 33. $200. We're at 31.44.
Thank you, everybody.
Ooh, you
Wow.
guys are angels.
All right. So, Kim, right below you, you see Elmer bust out.
Elmer!
Hey there, I made a distraction. What do we got?
Well, I found the witch hunter.
Oh, well, let's rip his throat out.
Yes, yes. Very smart. It seems as though people in the town don't really like him very much.
Oh, well, I get it.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense to me because he's so awful.
He was a
I don't-
bad man.
Yeah. But he's supposed to be giving a talk in a little bit.
Oh, I don't like those.
No, I don't like it either. So, but something that I notice is that I tried to speak human, and I sounded like our witch, and
Oh,
it
no.
seemed like one of the villagers was awfully afraid of her.
Oh,
Yes,
well,
seems like these people are very superstitious.
well, if that's going to make them more defensive, then we want to be careful. But if we think that'll rile them up and distract them, then we want to keep it up.
Yeah, I think maybe it's possible if this man is so disliked, which is appropriate because he's a monster, then we could maybe rile up the town to try to like distract him or even hurt him.
Ooh, I like that.
Yes.
All right, well, let's go to this talk.
Okay.
All right. So you lead Elmer back towards the center of town. There is a little bit of chaos as all the dogs are running around. They are jumping up and they're eating cake off of tables. They're tearing down the bones out of skeleton. It's kind of like that scene in Christmas Vacation with the dogs coming in. Or I'm sorry, not Christmas Vacation. With Ralphie.
Yeah, I was right there with you.
Yeah, A Christmas Story.
Christmas Story.
Right
The
there with
dogs, the Bumpus's dogs coming in and just tearing the turkey apart. The dogs are doing that all over this festival. But you get to the center of town, and as you get there, you can see that the witch hunter is standing up and he's polishing his armor a little bit. There's a little bit of witch schmutz on his shoulder that he's cleaning off. And you can see that like people are leading their children over to him, and they're all kind of sitting down in the grass. And it seems like he's getting ready to stand up on this bench he's been sitting on and give a presentation, to give a talk to everybody.
Okay. How do I are there any particularly small children in the crowd?
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm claiming one.
I've got an idea, Thena.
All
Let's
right.
let him start talking a little bit. And then I might try something. And when you see it happening, maybe do something with it.
Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna work though, so let's just give it a sec.
Okay. So wait and watch, and then you're going to try something, and then I'm going to do something.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I'm pretty good at this.
Yes.
All right. So the two of you just kind of hide in the back as all this crowd fills in. And the witch hunter looks around. He can see that there's a lot of people gathered together, and he stands up. Well, they told me today that I'm supposed to speak about the true horrors of the world. So that is what I will do, because there are terrible things out there. I killed one just earlier today in honor of this festival. You run around as ghosts and skelly men, but those are not the real threats. The real threats are, yes, witches. You were dressed as witches. I'll give you that one. But sin in your heart is the real threat. And that's the demon you must cast out. And also real witches. Holy shit, they're terrifying. This one time, and he just starts to go on telling a story about all the witches that he has killed over the years.
Okay. I don't know if half of this is going to be noticed, but I'm going to try like kind of a double maneuver here.
Okay.
First of all, I'm very audibly going to start, like the louder he gets, I'm going to start whimpering as if in fear of his voice.
Okay.
And I also would like whatever the smallest child is that I think I might be able to heft. I want to try to use my unseen hand to start floating them towards the man.
All right, so there will be danger involved in this since it is magic. Boy, this sounds rude to children, but all you're trying to do is lift a weight and move it.
Yeah.
So I think that's simple.
Okay.
And I think it's gonna be that's gonna be fierce because that is a drag, a push, a carry, a bite.
Okay.
I think the whimper is free.
All right.
Heft one child and your whimper is free.
Awesome. I didn't roll the 10, but added up to it.
Okay.
Excellent.
So you grab a hold with your magic mage hand and you lift this infant. And as you whimper and whine and you start to scoot back away from where the witch hunter is, the toddler starts to get closer and closer as he's talking. He's like, and then I slew this one and she said that she would come back and haunt me, but she never did. And so then I killed another. And
I want to speak human.
okay, what do you want to do? What do you want to say?
I want to sound like the witch.
All right. Boy, that's okay. So there is gonna be danger in that. You want to sound like the witch. That's the one you know.
Yeah.
It's the one you did by mistake. So that's gonna be what do you want to say? How complicated is what you're saying?
Well, he just said I killed her and she said that she was gonna haunt me, and I'm gonna be like, and I am.
Okay, so this is gonna be basic. I was gonna say simple, but it's a more complex idea. So this is gonna be I think it's gonna be with clever because you're interacting with humans. So it's a 7, and there is danger here.
That's a 7.
So as this baby starts floating forward, what do you say?
I say, and I am haunting you.
And he stops with his sword up, and like you see everybody in the crowd turns and they look at the baby and they all fucking scatter because this is a group of highly superstitious people at their festival of curses. And they run and they freak out, and like the dogs start to bark and freak out and run and play because they all think it's fun. And this baby is floating at him and he like holds his sword out towards it. Foul witch, no, you came back to get me. Well, I'll take care of you. That's an odd vessel for an epic duel, but I will take you out.
Well, I feel I've made an error, Athena.
No, go with it. Go with it. Attack him.
All right. Well, I've got to do, what all dogs that have played hockey in high school have done, and pull his cloak over his head.
Oh, with the hand?
With my hand, yeah.
Okay. So this is going to be dangerous.
Okay.
Are you trying to keep the infant aloft, or are you dropping the infant?
I would like to gently lower the infant. I understand that probably is going to make this more difficult overall.
Yeah.
I would not like the infant to come to harm.
Yeah, fair. So this is going to be I think this is going to be clever.
Okay.
And it's going to be challenging. It's going to be an 8 to like manipulate both of these things at the same time.
4.
All right, so take a point of danger. And I think that like you start to run forward because you got to get closer to be able to get a hold of this cape, and like you let go of the infant and the infant like lands on you and knocks you to the ground. But the cape is safe. And he's like, hey, I recognize you, dog. You're the dog of that witch I killed. Oh, I see. Witch, you've brought your familiar to help you, have you? And he gestures his sword at the baby again.
I like where Elmer was going with this cloak. I want to try to fly and try to grab his cloak with my talons and try to like block his face.
Okay. So this is gonna be fierce, I think.
Okay.
And it's gonna be this is gonna be basic. This is gonna be a 7 to dive down, and there will be danger here. He's wielding a sword. There's a baby involved. That always adds an element of danger.
Oh, I have no right to get an 8, but I did.
Okay. So you swoop down and you grab a hold of this cape and you pull it over the witch hunter's head. And he drops his sword and falls to the ground right next to Wilbur and the baby.
Elmer.
Wilbur, what are you doing?
Elmer.
Elmer. I'm thinking of the game we played yesterday with Wilbur.
Nice.
Wilbur's
Wow.
the baby.
Oh yeah.
Next to Wilbur and Elmer.
I'm gonna get this baby to safety first.
Oh, okay.
So I see that Athena's got things well in hand for the moment.
Mhm.
So I am going to just dart away towards. I guess everybody really scattered, so there's probably not anybody super close, is there?
No, not really. They are
all
all
right.
running.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm gonna get towards like the edge of the little park area or this clearing where he's doing this and dump it.
Okay. And are you just dumping the baby like wherever, like not necessarily with people?
Yeah.
Because I think the thing that you notice, I don't think there's a role for this because you're just trying to carry it away.
Mhm.
As you pick it up and you start to run that way, like there are people there and they're all like, oh no. They try to get away. So it's like you've got a barrier around you with this possessed baby.
We've traumatized this kid.
Yeah, so you run away. He's having a ball. He's like, hey, dog. And Athena, you see that that Elmer has just run away with Wilbur and running him to safety.
It's an inanimate carbon rod.
Where are we? Is he still standing on top of a bench?
No, he has fallen off and he has dropped his sword. He is on the
Okay.
ground in his cloak.
Okay. Then I think I want to try to this is going to be very heavy for me, but I at least want to try to grab my talons around his sword and try to like drag it away from him.
Oh, take it away. Okay.
Yeah.
Right now his sword is not in his hand, so it won't be as difficult because he dropped it.
Mhm.
So I think this is gonna be basic. This is gonna be a 7, and it'll be fierce, drag, push, carry.
Yeah. Okay.
And there will be danger here because it's a sword.
Mhm. That's a 6.
Okay, so you reach down, mark a point of danger.
Mhm.
You grab a hold of the sword, and a hand shoots out and grabs a hold of your legs.
Woo!
And he stands up and he starts wielding you like a sword, not quite realizing you aren't a sword yet, looking for the baby. And so like his hands just kind of, but he's so focused on the baby. And so Elmer, when you turn around, this is what you see. You see this man brandishing an owl at you.
Oh, you're doing a real good job of keeping him distracted. Keep it
Kill
going.
Kill him!
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to grab some reinforcements. Or do I see any of the other dogs still like yipping around at the people that were fleeing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just, of course, to any of the people, it's just the loudest. And what I'm yelling to them is, fellers, this guy over here with the owl, he pretends to throw the ball.
Oh, that's good. I think that's gonna be a boy, I almost want to say sly. Is it sly or is it clever? I mean, technically it's like a clever stat.
I would love clever.
Yeah, so we'll call it clever. This is gonna be basic. Oh no,
Okay.
this is gonna be simple actually. This is gonna be a 6 because most dogs would buy into the story. I just want to make sure that they join you. There is no danger here.
That is an 8.
Okay, so the other dogs, they're like, fucking what? What did you say? He does what?
Yeah, he does.
And they like form up on you like the Mighty Ducks. They just V up behind you.
And he never throws it. And I'm going to charge towards him.
Oh, they follow you. So what are you trying to do in this charge?
So I definitely want to try to get his legs out from under him, like just the wave of these dogs getting in between his feet and maybe some of them nipping at him and stuff.
Okay.
Myself
so
included.
This is gonna be fierce.
Okay.
And it's gonna be challenging. He is a warrior, and there is danger here.
Okay.
So that's gonna be an 8 with fierce.
Are you kidding me? With a +3, 6.
Ooh. Yeah, so he reaches into his pouch and he pulls out something and he squeezes it, and it makes this ear-piercing sound. And all the dogs are like, "Oh God, what is this? What is this?" It's super loud. You don't hear anything, Athena. Like, there's no sound that you hear, but this seems to be freaking all the dogs out. And right now he's got you in one hand flapping, and he's squeezing this thing that's making no noise to you, but you can see all the dogs freaking out about it.
Elma, focus. Can you grab the sword?
You can't hear her currently over the sound. Yeah.
I want to dig my talons into his arm so that he'll hopefully let me go.
Okay. So that's going to be fierce. I think that's simple. Like, he is holding on to you. It's just a matter of making him aware of the situation.
Yeah. There we go. That's a 9.
Okay. Yeah. You squeeze and blood comes out of his hand, and he lets you go. He's like, "Oh, my sword, it's possessed." And then he sees it on the ground. "Never mind, my sword is fine." And you flap away. And he when you squeeze, he does stop squeezing the thing in his hand. And Elmer, your head is cleared up. What are you doing?
Oh, pardon me. Well, getting all up in his legs to like trip him didn't work, so I guess. Oh shoot! I think I have to just pounce on his chest now.
Okay. Like, you just trying to knock him down? Are you trying to bite him? Are you?
I think I'm trying to knock him down. I got to get him
low.
low.
A lot of foreplay here.
Yeah.
All right, so I suppose that's gonna be fierce.
Okay.
And to knock him down, he's aware that the dogs are there. He has dealt with you once. I think this is gonna be difficult.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 9, and there is danger.
Okay. Oh, is tying it bad?
No, tying it succeeds.
Oh, thank God, 9.
Yeah. Yeah, so you knock him down onto the ground. You leap, and he lunges for the sword but misses, and you get onto his chest and knock him to the ground. Athena, what are you doing?
Not to get too grisly, can I try to use my extraordinarily sharp talons to start tearing at his throat?
You can. Roll. I think this is going to be fierce.
Yes.
And he is knocked down. This is going to be simple.
Okay. 8.
Okay. Yeah. You rip out. You land, and you just start like the equivalent of like making kitty biscuits, but with razor sharp owl claws. You're just like frack, 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 frack. And he's like, and it's just spewing out. He's struggling. He's flopping. Elmer, what are you doing?
Oh, well, now I'm trying to catch that as it's like,
just
spraying him up.
Yeah. No roll necessary.
Okay. Oh, awesome. Oh, and then it occurs to me like, oh, all right, good job. I was going to give him an ultimatum to give up his eyes and walk away, but this works.
We don't negotiate with terrorists, Elma.
We don't negotiate with terrorists. Yeah, all right. I'm
like preening the blood out of my feathers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I think as his neck is gushing blood, I just lean in and gently take his jaw in my mouth and just crunch and try to hold him still so that Athena can remove the eyes.
Are you doing like the Game of Thrones motion? He's bleeding out. You have cut his jugular. You've just shredded it. There is no amount of like, I'll hold this in place that will help. So you hold him down by the mouth with your mouth. It's kind of weird. But Athena is able to get in there and pluck the eyes out.
I'm gonna hold each of them in one eye per talon.
And you're just like on your butt so that they're showing.
Yes.
Like you've fallen backwards.
Yeah.
So we pan out. We see the witch hunter's face, and he's looking up with his eyeless eyes. And we pan back and there's like a pool of blood around him. And then we pull back and there's green grass, and we keep pulling back and we see the city, and we see like the people running for their lives from the monster witch that seems to have infected this baby. We see Wilbur just wandering around the park by his lonesome. And we see Elmer and Athena tearing off back towards the witch's hut.
With a brand new jawbone.
We are back at the witch's hut. You go inside, you place the eyeballs on the witch's corpse, and there is a pulse of magic. And she sits up. Oh, what a good job you did, my little ones. Thank you for saving me.
And I give her an invisible hand high five.
I just snuggle up to her and like start like preening her hair.
Yeah, and she like licks some of the blood off of your feathers. That brings us to the end of The Witch is Dead. Congratulations, Athena and Elmer. You have brought back your witch. The witch hunter has paid, and I think you have severely traumatized an entire village.
All in a day's work, really.
All in a day's work.
It's a dog's life, you know.
Yeah. So thank you, everybody, for joining us for Livestream for The Cure. We, again, are The Crit Show. You can find us at thecritshowpodcast.com, where we play Monster of the Week and other Powered by the Apocalypse games just like this, RPGs that are more narrative-focused, more rules-light, and we also make Let's Plays for new and kickstarting games. And we also are over on twitch.tv/The Crit Show, where every Monday night, right now, we are playing Masks, which is a superhero RPG. Yeah, thank you for joining us. We hope you had a good time.
And got to shout out Lore Merchant, just dropped a $100 donation. Hey. For a $10 donation. Azular, a $25 donation. And Jared Taylor, a while back now, rounded it out at $31.60 with $15.
You must be kidding, aren't you?
With a $250 donation. We're pushing up on $4,000 already. On opening day, we're only 5 hours in.
You must be kidding, aren't you?
Just Another blew a $150 donation. I mean, you guys are just slaughtering it. Just obliterating it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for taking bets inside of our Discord as to whether the cat and the dog, or the owl and the dog, would succeed.
I mean, you guys. I mean, I just my absolute gratitude to not only Rev, Kim, Tass, all three of you, but your amazing community as well. Everybody coming out of the woodwork to donate. Like, I mean, we're like seriously almost $4,000 in 5 hours is insane. So thank you so much. You guys are just legends.
Yeah, thank you, Crit Crew, Breast Crew. Oh no, well that too. Breast Crew. Someone call HR.
We love you, Crit Crew. Thank you for showing up in such a major way.
Thank you.
Hestia Bones, another $50, $25 per survivor.
Oh, yay!
Thank you.
That is absolutely amazing. I mean, you guys have got a few minutes if you want to tell us about anything else you've got going on.
Oh gosh. We do a lot of Twitch streaming. You can find us, as I said, over at twitch.tv/The Crit Show. Monday nights we stream RPGs. For 8 weeks in a row, we play the same game, and then we play a new game. It's a new series that we started. Right now, we are doing Mask, which is a superhero game, and then we're going to do Sideshow Carnival, which is kind of a I don't even know how to describe it, but it's about a group of sideshow performers going out and using their strange abilities to help the world. And then we're going to play some Star Wars and some Ghostbusters. We have a good time. And you can find our podcast. It releases every Wednesday. You can find it on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts. And it's about 45 minutes long. So it's a very short actual play.
And also, we've seen the generosity of the Crit Crew over the last hour. They are all on our Discord, and the Discord access is via joining our Patreon at patreon.com/The Crit Show. $1 gets you into the Discord, and the Discord is genuinely the best place on the internet.
It's wonderful.
Aggressively welcoming.
Yeah, advertised as the most aggressively welcoming Discord on the internet.
Yeah. They have literally just weekly events every week. They have contests for making food and baking goods and movie nights. And I mean, it's just just literally nonstop action in the Discord, and they are the loveliest people.
Yeah.
That's
we're
absolutely amazing.
we're also about to celebrate our 3rd anniversary of the
It's
Crit
true.
Show as well
Yeah.
at the end of this month.
We're turning 3 years old.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, I just wow. I mean, like I said, we're knocking on the door of $4,000 after that segment. I mean, every year I'm blown away by the podcast partners, the people and the communities that are behind them, that come together to make this event what it is. So I mean, just the 3 of you and your amazing community. We had I Am a Trex in there with another $100 donation as well.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you guys so much. I mean, it really, I mean, literally, I mean, the kickoff event, I mean, we're probably gonna have to push past 15 at this point. Like there's no question we're gonna smash this goal now. Absolutely.
Excellent.
No question.
Good to hear.
Wow. Just thank you so much. You guys are amazing.
Of course.
Please, I dropped the link over there in the chat for their Twitch channel. Please go give them a follow, and make sure you subscribe to the Crit Show wherever you can find podcasts as well. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Good
for
night,
having
everybody.
us.
It's a blast.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend of this.
Thank you. I definitely will. And Seamus, $55. Drew Hallam, get your ass in here because you're going to have to do 3 shots of moonshine at this rate, my friend.
He's thirsty, I've heard.
I mean,
Maybe now he's drunk, unfortunately.
I mean, Drew, we'll start a separate little side pool for your liver transplant, okay? And we've got Moxie LaBouche from Your Brain on Facts. Your Brain on Facts After Dark coming up in just a few minutes as well. But, I mean, guys, over in the chat.
You must be kidding, aren't you?
And there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Amtrak 33, $100 donation. We are at $4,000. $4,000. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. I don't have words.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, Crit Crew.
Yeah. And this is the crew is wonderful too, because this is a cause that is very close to my heart. Because over the course of the last year, my wife had to have her stomach removed because she had stomach cancer, and so we spent a good deal of the pandemic at the National Institute of Health where she was having that procedure done. So they are very supportive.
I mean, all the best to your wife and
Thank
to you. And I mean, this is why we do this, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we do it, so we don't have to hear stories about people who are affected by cancer anymore, so we can fight for a future immune to cancer. That's why we're here. That's why all of you are in the chat. I'm blown away by the absolute generosity of everyone in the Crit Crew and Pina Comics coming before, all of our early donors. I mean, like I said, we're going to kill this thing. We're going to absolutely smash this thing. You guys are legends. Thank you so much for being here, guys.
Of course. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you
Have
so
a wonderful
much.
time.
And Moxie and Drew are going to come in right now. I mean, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring them up here on the big screen. Crit Crew, Crit Show, thank you guys so much. Absolute legends. I love you. Drew Hallam. Wait, that's the wrong screen. Oh my God, I can't even process right now. My brain is broken right now. Drew.
Yes, sir.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute since you've been here, baby.
Like 1 minute, and how much money is raised? What happened?
Here's what I think. I think when we were in here earlier, you were extremely thirsty, and people understood that you wanted a drink. So I don't know how you want to knock this down, but Drew Hallam, ladies and gentlemen, hashtag moonshine for Drew, hashtag Crit Crew Best Crew over there in the chat. Get it over there. Thank you guys so much again for absolutely killing it. Drew, the floor is yours, my brother.
Oh gosh. Well, you know what? I think we'll bust out one of the first flavors of moonshine. So we have Hunch Punch from Old Smoky Moonshine. So that'll be the first shot.
Ooh.
Oh, it's tasty.
I hope so.
I told you he was thirsty.
I'm thirsty. I gotta tell you, that was a hoot and a half watching Crit Show. That was fun.
Wasn't that great? That was amazing. Please subscribe to them, guys.
Yeah, please do. That was fun. Having like my own actual play as well. That was just super fun to watch. All right, next flavor.
Whoa.
Black cherry moonshine.
Oh.
Ooh.
Delicious.
Also from Old Smoky.
Ooh.
We're trying to get you sponsors, Nick. Don't laugh at them. Ooh.
Black cherry, not as much as the
There's
punch.
there's a weird aftertaste.
Like NyQuil?
That gave me a chill.
Like NyQuil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a face, right?
All right, and we'll just we'll finish off the third one with just some white lightning.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, again, can we please one more time over in the chat, hashtag Crit Crew is best crew. Thank you guys so much. Again, you guys are legends. Over $4,000. We're at $4,100, and it's the kickoff night.
Oh,
It's the kickoff night. We got like 4 full days of this left. This is amazing.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
so much
so
for
much.
having
See
us.
ya.
We
Thank you
appreciate
guys.